Star Trek Encounters would release on the PlayStation 2 in the year of 2006 and would be a space simulation shoot-'em-up game that would feature characters and elements from original TV series portrayals with the likes of the original series itself, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager and Star Trek Enterprise. That would give you a selection of different modes that are available, all in a simulation format, in order to complete objectives, take out enemies across the many different missions in which you will face. That will allow you to use a lot of the different ships and weapons at your disposal from all of the TV series and movies over the years. So some of the modes in question would be in skirmish mode, that you can play in both single player and multiplayer, where you have to complete a variety of different objectives in order to complete the mission and even defeat all of the enemies. You also have head-to-head modes to play against another ship or against your mates. And in Battlefest, you can choose between a preset group of 3 ships to fight other groups, or you have to command other categories and other ships within your group in order to defend or attack against other threats that are imposing or impending or coming your way. There's also an onslaught mode element that allows the player to choose from a variety of different ships that are currently unlocked that you can use to fight continuously against unending waves of ships, with waves becoming progressively more difficult the further into the game that you get. So the game does have a story based around it, which does comprise of all of the TV shows and even the movies as well. It tries to combine elements of everything all together, but it's not an overall connecting story. It's just kind of like its own unique thing in a way, but just takes elements from all of the previous entries. In saying that, however, the game did receive mixed reviews, as it is a tough game to figure out. It's not really sure of what to do or what you should be doing. It's definitely a game that's realistically only for strategy enthusiasts. Only Star Trek fans will have an idea of what's going on here, but for the average player coming in, regardless of whether you're a Star Trek fan or not, some may feel the gameplay to be slow, sluggish and even quite repetitive, to say the least, especially in the beginning, because even though there is tutorials and guides to kind of show you what to do, once you do complete them, it's like, well, what do you do next? The game doesn't give you a full-on emphasis as to really what you should be doing at any given point, to a degree, and you'll find yourself just wandering around the depths of space, just aimlessly trying to understand what it is that you should be doing. Like I said, it's a type of game that will only appeal to hardcore Star Trek enthusiasts or even strategy enthusiasts. It won't really be for the casual player, because it's tricky to understand what to do. Even the control systems can be quite cumbersome, and it's a lot of it, to me personally, just doesn't make sense, if I'll be honest. Now don't get me wrong, I do like Star Trek, but a lot of these gameplay elements I wouldn't be too familiar with, if I'm being brutally honest, and I'm sure I'm not the only person in that format. Like I said, it will only appeal to those that are fans of these type of games, because they're the ones that know what they're actually doing. It will appeal to some, but it won't appeal to everybody. That's just the way that it is. But if you're a fan of the Star Trek franchise, regardless of its reviews, you can have a look at it and see what you think for yourself. But regardless of what I think or what anyone else thinks, what are your thoughts of the game? Did you enjoy it, or maybe not so much back in the day? So be sure to share it down in the comments below. And if you would like to see more content around more unusual, rare and quirky games like this that were also released on the PlayStation 2, then you can check out this playlist right here.